Have you ever had a door closed in your face only to discover it was a disguised blessing? Today we delve deep into the art of transforming rejection, inspired by none other than the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a universe where every no doesn't knock you down, but propels you forward. Rejection, a word that often brings discomfort, can become your path to greatness. We're not deceiving fate, but understanding that sometimes the universe's no is actually a disguised yes to something greater. Feeling neglected, ignored, or undervalued, it's time to redesign the path of your life. In this video, we'll explore 13 powerful lessons that empower you to harness the transformative potential of rejection. We don't stick to abstract theories, we present practical, real-world strategies you can incorporate into your daily life. Before we dive in, let's make sure this valuable wisdom reaches as many as possible. Click like and activate the notification bell. This action tells YouTube that you appreciate the content we share. Now let's embark together on this transformative journey. Are you ready to turn moments of rejection into your greatest triumphs? 1. Learn to ignore them. When life treats you with indifference, don't get frustrated. Instead, elevate yourself above it. Ignoring those who disregard you isn't selfish. It's a powerful affirmation of your self-worth. Picture this. Someone decides you're not worth their time. That's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you express that you're worth more. It's like placing a mirror silently reflecting their behavior, showing them it doesn't affect you. How to achieve this without falling into bitterness? The solution is simple. Focus on your life, your ambitions, and your inner peace. Dive into enriching activities, whether through reading, engaging in sports, acquiring new skills, or simply enjoying the company of those who genuinely appreciate your value. This path is not one of revenge, but of energy recovery, channeling it toward what truly matters. Even though it may hurt when someone chooses to ignore us, instead of getting trapped in that anguish, use it as a deep impetus for your personal growth. Build an incorruptible fortress of self-respect and let others' indifference resonate against its walls. You not only survive rejection, but you thrive by challenging it. This approach not only reveals emotional maturity, but also attests to your internal strength. Remember, your worth doesn't diminish because others fail to recognize it. Stay true to your essence, letting your actions resonate louder than their silence. 2. Resist the temptation to let your feelings take control. When rejection hits, the temptation to let emotions take over is strong. However, heed the ancient Stoic manual, which reveals a secret weapon: calmness. Instead of reacting impulsively, invite a composed and reflective response. Stoic philosophy, as relevant today as in ancient Greece, advises against letting emotions dominate you. Instead of allowing frustration or sadness to take the wheel, step back and ask yourself, why does this affect me? Often the pain doesn't stem from rejection itself, but from our own insecurities. Practicality becomes crucial here. When ignored, breathe. Reflect on why this moment doesn't define your worth. It's just that, a moment. Stoic philosophy guides us to focus on our actions and responses, not on others' behavior. Stay courteous, stay kind. If you feel the need to approach, do so with genuine concern, without expectations. This approach doesn't advocate for passivity. Rather, it promotes owning your emotions. Recognize that your self-esteem isn't tied to external approval. Your power lies in how you choose to respond, not in how others treat you. This shift in perspective is transformative, though not easy to achieve. Mastering serenity in the face of rejection involves not only managing a challenging situation, but also entails growth. You learn that your inner peace doesn't depend on external validations, but is a journey towards self-confidence where you learn to value yourself independently. By adopting this mindset, you reveal authentic strength and resilience. And guess what? That's extraordinarily attractive. People are drawn to those who exude self-assurance, who don't crumble in the face of initial indifference. So, by keeping calm, you not only overcome, but thrive. You become someone capable of facing rejection and turning it into a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the essence of Stoicism. 3. Erase them from your mind. When faced with rejection, perfecting the art of detachment becomes a powerful tool in your emotional repertoire. It's not about forgetting or pretending that rejection hasn't caused pain. It's about directing that experience toward meaningful transformation. Start by acknowledging the rejection, feel its impact, but don't let it root itself in your thoughts. Imagine being a skilled sailor, navigating stormy seas, using the waves to move forward instead of letting them sink your ship. Embark on a journey of self-discovery, where each step is a dance between challenge and transformation. Explore the depths of your spirit, not as a mere distraction, but as an expedition into the unknown. Immerse yourself in books that challenge even your deepest thoughts, embrace sports that challenge you to surpass your limits, and engage in community projects that offer you a new perspective on the fabric of reality. These aren't mere steps. They are the stairs carving the very essence of your being. Each new experience, like a skilled sculptor, carves layers of resilience and adaptability into the canvas of your existence. Surround yourself with like-minded souls who not only lift you up, but also inspire your own heights. In that circle, share your dreams, listen to their whispers of ambition. In that symphony of connections, gardens of mutual growth flourish. Always remember, rejection isn't a mirror reflecting your worth. It's a call to rediscover and reinvent yourself. On this journey, you'll discover that what once disguised itself as painful rejection was, in reality, the wind propelling you toward a more satisfying destination. In each page of your story, rejection turns into a footnote, not the headline. Your narrative, far from being dictated by the opinions of others, unfolds in the ink of your resilience, determination, and self-discovery. 4. Reconnect with your essence. Amidst the noise of rejection, finding solace in your core essence is an art worth mastering. Picture this. You're standing in the middle of a crowded room, surrounded by voices and opinions. Each person has their own narrative, their own perception of reality. In this symphony of perspectives, it's easy to lose track of your own melody. Reconnecting with your essence involves stripping away the layers imposed by external judgments and rediscovering your authentic self. It's not about meeting others' expectations, it's about meeting your own. Here's a profound truth. Those who reject you might not even know the real you. Their judgment is based on a distorted reflection, like observing a distant star through a cloudy sky. Detach yourself from the need for external validation. Instead, embark on a journey to understand and embrace your uniqueness. What makes you laugh? What ignites the spark of curiosity within you? What values guide your decisions? In these answers lies the blueprint of your essence. One powerful method to reconnect with your essence is through introspection. Set aside time to explore your thoughts and feelings without the influence of external voices. It's not about avoiding rejection, but about understanding that rejection doesn't define you. It's a mere interpretation, a passing cloud in the vast sky of your existence. Journaling is a potent ally in this journey. Write down your thoughts, aspirations, and fears. Through the written word, you give a voice to your innermost self, a voice often drowned in the noise of daily life. This process isn't about creating an elaborate narrative, but about revealing the raw, unfiltered truth to yourself. Imagine rejection as a gust of wind, attempting to blow out your inner flame. Instead of sheltering the flame, let it dance with the wind, using its energy to burn brighter. In this dance, you discover the resilience of your essence, an unyielding force that rejection can't extinguish. 5. Cut off contact. Silence, far from being merely the absence of sound, becomes a formidable tool in your emotional repertoire, especially when faced with rejection. Visualize being ignored or rejected. Though your instinct may urge you to seek solutions, to reach reconciliation, this is where you disrupt the script. Embrace the silence. It's not about playing games, but reclaiming your power. By choosing not to react, resisting the temptation to flood with messages or calls, you're taking a step back. This pause is not just for them, it's for you. A moment of recalibration, reminding yourself that your worth is not tied to others' approval. Let's delve deeper. This silence is not passive, it's active and strategic. You're not waiting, you're reflecting and growing. It's an interval to focus on your goals, passions, and your long-term life. Consider it a reset button that provides clarity and inner peace. This period of no contact isn't cold or cruel. It's a boundary you set for your emotional health and well-being. You're communicating, "I respect myself enough not to chase or plead." This mindset is not only stoic but empowering. It speaks strongly about your self-esteem and wisdom. Ultimately, reflect on the silent message you're conveying. In a world where instant gratification is expected, your silence can be intriguing and attractive, indicating that you're not easily affected and that your life is filled with interests and priorities beyond this rejection. It's not about causing them regret or making them come back begging. It's about showing that you're solid, centered, and not easily swayed by external validation. While this approach doesn't guarantee a change in their behavior, it ensures a change in yours, strengthening you, focusing you, and preparing you to face whatever comes next with grace and determination. 6. Prove them wrong. Imagine the impact of your actions instead of your words. There's no need to talk about your plans or progress. Let your results speak. If you're perceived as lacking creativity, embark on a project that showcases your creative progress. If labeled as uncommitted, let your consistent actions speak on your behalf. This silent revolution of self-improvement isn't a battle against others' perceptions, but a pursuit of personal excellence. By transforming the world's narrative about you, you also reshape the true essence of challenging their perceptions. It's not about changing their opinions, but about transforming your own self-image. Your journey of self-improvement will not only surprise others but also redefine your understanding of your capabilities. It's not just about proving them wrong, it's about redefining what being right means to you. In this journey, the greatest victory is realizing that the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. 7. Go out and entertain yourself. Immerse yourself in the true essence of life, which shines brightest when we leave our comfort zones. Allowing joy into your life is not just an act of fun, but a masterful strategy to build resilience in the face of rejection. Instead of succumbing to the usual impulse to withdraw and bitterly reflect on the experience, challenge that instinctive response by actively seeking moments of happiness. It's not about ignoring your feelings, but providing them with a new playing field. Whether exploring a new hobby or reviving an old passion, this act becomes a bold declaration of defiance against the weight of rejection. Human essence flourishes in shared experiences, and on your journey to turn rejection into momentum, do not underestimate the value of your tribe. Invite friends on an outdoor adventure, join a community art project, or simply share a meal. These moments not only uplift your spirit, but also strengthen your position in the fabric of human interaction. Each shared laugh, each exchanged story, subtly reminds you that you are more than the sum of your setbacks. You are an essential part of a broader narrative that thrives on connection and shared resilience. Step into the unknown, where rejection may seem like a closed door, but in reality, it opens many more. Try new flavors, explore unfamiliar neighborhoods, or participate in workshops on unfamiliar topics. These experiences are not mere distractions, they are opportunities to grow. Each encounter adds layers to your character, making you more adaptable, empathetic, and capable of facing the challenges that life throws. Remember, the goal is not to forget rejection, but to grow from it, turning each no into a step toward a richer and more vibrant life. 8. Elevate your social status. Imagine being in a room where you go unnoticed, almost invisible. In this scenario, a hidden opportunity arises. Stoic philosophy urges us to turn these moments of rejection into tools for personal growth. Instead of seeking external validation, redirect your focus towards self-improvement and community involvement. It's not about ascending a conventional social hierarchy, but raising yourself on your own ladder of self-development. By engaging in volunteer activities or networking events, you're not only adding lines to your resume, but weaving a tapestry of meaningful relationships. This approach finds deep roots in Stoic philosophy, where personal growth and contribution to the common good are intrinsically intertwined. Building your social status is not a quest for popularity, but a journey toward the best version of yourself. 9. Act as if they were invisible. When you encounter someone who ignores you, sometimes the most powerful response is tranquility. It's not about being dismissive or distant, but preserving your peace of mind. If someone chooses to overlook you, let them. Don't waste your energy trying to capture their attention or initiate a conversation. Instead, redirect your focus in social settings, such as a party, where you can connect with people who value your company and start a conversation there. It's about recognizing that your worth is not defined by another person's acknowledgement. In inevitable interactions with that person, maintain professionalism, limit conversations to what is strictly necessary, and avoid delving into personal matters. It's not about competing with them, but representing yourself authentically. By keeping the interaction strictly professional, you don't allow space for unnecessary drama. It's a stance that communicates you are present for what truly matters, not for the game. This approach helps you keep your focus on what really matters, keeping you grounded and unaffected by indifference. If the dismissive attitude persists, recognize the power of walking away. This is not a defeat, but a strategic withdrawal. It's about understanding that your energy is better invested elsewhere, in relationships and pursuits that bring you joy and growth. By choosing not to engage in a one-sided struggle, you are not just leaving behind a person, but moving toward better opportunities, healthier interactions, and a more peaceful state of mind. Your response to indifference doesn't reflect defeat, but your strength and self-respect. 10. Immerse yourself in the mysterious power of silence. Embracing silence in the face of indifference is not a strategic game, it's the safeguarding of your own dignity. Stoicism guides us to use silence not as a tactic to manipulate, but as a tool for self-reflection and emotional control. When facing indifference and choosing to respond with silence, you allow that silence to be an interval of introspection. It's a moment to unravel your emotions, sift through your thoughts, and find clarity. This silence is not a punishment toward the other person, but a preservation of your inner peace. In this stillness lies a profound opportunity for personal growth. It's not about closing off, but opening up to oneself. Stoicism urges us to use these moments to reflect on our virtues, values, and how we wish to interact with the world. It's an occasion to question ourselves. Why does this affect me? What lessons can I extract? How can I evolve? This type of silence is constructive, not destructive. It's a moment to strengthen your character and align your responses with your principles. So if you choose to remain silent, let it be a conscious choice rooted in self-care and wisdom. It's a decision to avoid engaging in behaviors beneath you, such as manipulation, revenge, or pettiness. Instead, embrace the call of Stoicism to temperance and self-control. By choosing not to respond, you are not only ignoring another person, but also listening attentively to yourself. It's a practice to maintain your composure, focus on your personal journey, and embody the Stoic ideal of serenity in the face of adversity. 11. Don't beg for attention. In the face of indifference, the Stoic response is not to beg for attention. It is a call to affirm your own self-esteem and independence. When someone ignores you, it's not a signal to act more forcefully for their gaze. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn your gaze inward and reaffirm your own worth. Stoicism reveals that your self-esteem should not be influenced by others' attention. It's about maintaining firmness in your self-evaluation, recognizing that your value is not subject to negotiation. Engage in your passions and pursuits with a heart full of self-sufficiency. It's not about showcasing yourself for someone to realize what they are missing. Rather, it's about recognizing what you bring to the table. Dedicate yourself to activities that fulfill you. Connect with people who appreciate you and cultivate a life you are proud of. This is not a passive act, but a vibrant, active embrace of your own existence. It involves being so immersed in your own growth and happiness that the need for external validation begins to fade into irrelevance. 12. Be polite but emotionally distant. In the face of indifference, choose to respond with kindness, but guard your emotional world enigmatically. It's not about being cold, but about protecting your inner peace. When someone ignores you, it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated. However, Stoicism teaches us to receive such moments not with emotional turbulence, but with a composed heart. Offer a smile or a polite greeting, but do so without the weight of expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a transaction. Maintaining emotional distance doesn't imply building walls, but setting boundaries. It's understanding that while you can control your actions, you cannot control how others will respond. This distance is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of strength and self-respect. It's a conscious choice not to let someone else's actions dictate your emotional state. Immerse yourself in the enigma of distant kindness and discover the power of balancing courtesy with inner strength. 13. Keep your battle in the shadows. When you are ignored, the strong temptation to expose your struggles can be overwhelming. However, Stoicism instructs us to maintain composure when struggling with adversity. It's not about pretending everything is fine. Rather, it represents an act of internal resilience. Showing that it doesn't affect you is not a facade, but a reflection of authentic inner stability. Continue with your life with the same vigor and determination as always. It's not a performance for others. It's a testimony to your own strength. This approach doesn't seek to deny your feelings. On the contrary, acknowledge them, but don't let them take control of you. Let calmness and security be your guides. It's about controlling what is within your reach, your actions, your responses, your behavior. By moving forward with confidence, you're not only showing others your strength, but also reminding yourself. It's a subtle yet powerful way to assert that your sense of self-worth is independent of others' opinions or actions. Essentially, by not revealing your struggle, you are embracing the Stoic philosophy of emotional resilience. It's not about hiding your emotions, but handling them in a way that preserves your dignity and self-respect. I challenge you to apply these insights in your daily life. Embrace rejection not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. I look forward to hearing your success stories, so subscribe, activate the notification bell, and leave a comment below. Share your journey, your victories, and even your struggles. If you're at a loss for words, simply write, "My strength shines in the midst of adversity," to show that you have overcome our session. Your participation helps this group, guiding us toward knowledge, understanding, and above all, the ability to turn every obstacle into an opportunity. Here we are, working together to master the art of Stoic resilience. Remain Stoic, I know you can.